In this video we'll just carry on with the chest piece, and we'll show you how we can use the rotary axis to machine around the part rather than along. Okay, so one thing I do need to remember to do is under the milling tab under setup here is set my tool change position to be something other than 0. Okay, and also we can output the file, the G-code file, is the same name as the part file. Okay, so we're going to use the advanced machining again. So we'll set up the speeds and feeds to wherever we want them to be. We can use that same tool, the 4mm end mill, and under surface paths we're using triangle mesh and we're using rotary. Now, one thing I do need to set is I'm going to change this to around in a moment, but before I do that, under advanced tab here for surface quality, I need to uncheck arc fitting because that is not available using the rotary around. So we're going to use the around function, and we're going to set the machining surfaces. So it's the night. Press enter to accept that. The heights will be the minimum maximum from the machining surfaces. If I want to limit the amount of machining, then I can use the user defined start and end points here for the actual machining. The axis of rotation again will be in the x-axis, so that gets switched on. Z gets switched off, and the options here are the start and end angle and how we want to cut it, zigzag, one way or spiral. So in most cases you'll need zigzag unless you've got the type of rotary axis that can wind up to a huge value. So zigzag will go around to 360 and then reverse back the other way, and we'll set the maximum step over to say 2.5 degrees. Under the link tab here we'll set our retracts, have that as 50, 10, 5, 5 and 5, and click OK. Right, so that's obviously machined all the way around there, but probably I'd need to go back and change the step over to something a bit smaller. That looks a bit big. So we'll change that to say, oh, let's have 1 mil. Okay, there we are, that's that. So we'll go into the simulator again. And we'll import that stock file that we used previously. Okay, so now we're ready to go. Now you can see that the tool is in the correct position here rather than starting off at Z0 as it did previously. So now we can just run that. Any retracts that you see moving here can be controlled with the links tab, which sets up whether you want the tool or need the tool to retract between any of the passes that it encounters, so that you can cut down on the amount of air movement of the tool. Okay, so that's that all done, and you could then just produce a simple drilling operation just to drill through the eye there. Okay, so that's that piece machined.